Hello again. Welcome to the Singing Bowl Shop. Welcome to my channel. So what's been going on, guys? Not a great deal. I did have a sale as promised, a 20% off sale, and it lasted for nearly 10 days. A few people, it's just my stand here, a few people took advantage of that, bought some fantastic bowls at really bargain, rock bottom prices. Because at 20%, I'm not making any money. By the time I paid all fees and taxes, I worked it out, I'm making a tiny profit. So, effectively, they can't go any lower than that, guys, you know, for online sales, even for anything. So, the whole point of the exercise was to try and get some money back from the business, and I was going to invest in gongs. So I was going to buy, I wanted about 10 or 12k to put into gongs, to get a substantial amount of gongs directly from China. So I got a contact out there, a couple of contacts, one of them in particular, great, but they take a while to arrive because they come by sea. So we're looking at 60 days for a gong to arrive. The good prices, all I would do is double up, because I was going to buy wholesale, I get a good price. But it hasn't worked out, guys. I haven't had the response or the sales this holiday season that I thought I was going to have. So I just plod on, just gradually. I mean, I sold a couple of pairs of tincture this week, you know. It's really sad. I've got a market on Saturday, this coming Saturday, and it's in the best venue. So fingers crossed, guys, we do well. I've also got a honey stall at the same time. So I'm hoping people spend a few quid. I did have a market last weekend and it was poor. It was a huge amount of work. I met some lovely people though. There's positives to negatives, guys, you know. There's always a positive you can find. I met some lovely people there, made some great contacts. I found a fantastic venue to play at, outdoor venue in the summer. I'm going to be playing there. Big gong baths. That seems to be the direction I'm going at the moment, is back into gong baths. I did a lovely event last weekend, last Friday. It's been a busy weekend again, because Friday I had a gong bath, Saturday was busy, Sunday was market in Cwmbran. It was a busy weekend. So I had Monday off, Tuesday I had off as well, actually. Because it's a bit quiet here, guys. I was going to go to Famba, but not. Today, I'm doing a bit of work. I was going to list a few bowls online, but I wanted to make a video. I've been doing some stock taking, guys, and come across a bunch of really nice Nagas, and some I had in recently. I haven't bothered to list them online or anything like that. I think I've done 2 videos on these already. But there's 3 or 4 from that batch. The rest of them have been put aside to make sets. But I'm going to show them to you now. I'd forgotten about these bowls. So I'm going through my stock and I've got so many bowls. I've got a huge amount of bowls. I've got all these bowls in the shop. I've got at least as much again in storage. Plus my own collection. So I'm not going to be buying any more bowls, guys. I don't think there's going to be many old bowl unboxing videos going into the future. For the time being, I'm kind of thinned down a bit, kind of like reduce my size a little bit, get some money back, because all of my money is in stock, and it makes sense now to get some cash flow, because it's no good just having bowls coming in and no money coming in, you know, and no bowls going out, so you just end up with a massive amount of bowls. I mean, the business model isn't successful. It's as simple as that. I don't know why. When I started it 5 years ago, hugely successful. I think it's partly to do with competition. There's a lot of people doing it now, and people are always looking for a bargain, always like with a sale. Some people, you know, take advantage of the sale, but you're getting them at wholesale prices, you know, so I'm not making any money. It's not sustainable for me. In the end of the day, I disappear and there's no one doing it. So you have to buy from the poor then. You don't get the service that I provide. And some of the Nepalis are great, but some of them are not, guys. Right. So what we're doing today really is, what are we doing, guys? An outstanding Naga bowl video, okay? If you want any of these, they're available. They ain't going to be cheap. If you're trying to get a bargain, forget it. So I don't care, guys. If the business does fail completely, then I'm not. I'll sell a certain amount of stock, but I'm going to keep loads of it because I will go back into one-to-one therapies, and probably I will get rent a studio where I can do everything in one centre, you know, so I won't have to travel to do Gong Bath so much. I can do it from that centre, and that's what I wanted to do. Earlier in the year, I wanted to get a centre with a shop, some rooms to rent out for some therapists and all the rest of it. It hasn't worked out, you know, I haven't been able to generate the funds from the bowl business. Basically, when times were good, I bought a lot of stock, as you should. But then times have cut off, right? You know, they completely cut off, so no one's buying anything at all. And I've left with a huge amount of stock. So in those times, what generally happens is the business, like people just sell up basically and go into something else. But I don't want to do that. That's a last resort for me. So you know, because I enjoy what I do, guys. You know, but at the same time, I think partly to do with the US situation where the tariff thing, US customers got terrified about paying a bit of money on tariffs. It's something that everyone does, you know, all through the world. If I buy something from the US, I pay a tariff on it, and it's something that's always happened. But now all of a sudden, US customers are absolutely petrified of paying a bit more money. But there's ways around it, you know, as I proved. I sent to the US still, the business has come back, you know, simply because they can't get a reliable service anywhere else and they'd rather deal with me. So basically, to do the US sales now, you send it as a gift, under $100, and you pay a little fee for a customs form, and it goes straight through, no problem at all, guys, no problem. So if you're a US customer and you're terrified of paying a little bit more money on tariffs, just don't be frightened of it, guys. The whole world pays tariffs on everything. You know, it's only that the US has now joined the tariff club, you know, as such. I know it's unfortunate, but there you go. It's like, I remember buying, when I was a model maker, I bought parts from the US, and it was like, I spent $3,000 on parts, and the tariffs were like 400 quid, and I was like, oh my God. But, you know, that's the way it goes, you know. You have to absorb it, you have to put it into the business. Right, so let's go through some of these bowls, guys. An E4. It's the same with the US, for the EU. They're all terrified of the tariffs, but there's ways around it. You use a different courier, and they pay less tariffs on then, and all the rest of it. There's ways and means, guys, you know. Okay. This one, E4, 327 hertz. Let's get into the bowls, guys. Let's stop ranting. Stock number 0453. Absolutely superb, guys. So any E's or F's or G's I find, I put to one side and I make sets out of them. Same with these. There's not much battery on this. Wow, superb, guys. That's an E4, 327 hertz, 942 grams. Very thick, very old. Yeah, so at the moment, I'm not really listing on anything online. I might do something this afternoon. I haven't seen any point. It's been disheartening. I don't want to sit in front of my computer doing stuff. I'd rather be out walking in nature, doing things constructive instead of trying to sell stuff and you just get bogged down in it, guys. If you're trying to sell things, I do get inquiries, but sometimes I can spend half a day messaging someone back and forth. They want to know this, they want to know that, they want a recording. They want to know like what metal content, they want the measurement, the weight, blah blah blah. I never hear from them again. So, you know, sometimes, you know, I don't call these people time wasters. They make an inquiry, maybe further down the line they'll purchase something. but sometimes it gets irksome when somebody is messaging and I just never hear from them again. You know, it's really bizarre to me. It's like I don't do things like that. I'll say, oh, okay, you know, I'll have to wait until the last message will be off me as a buyer and say, I haven't got the money now. You know, whatever. Here's another one, guys. E4 330 hertz. It's 1.2 kilos. Stock number 0619. Absolutely massive ball. It's inscribed. Really heavy. Wow. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now, guys, is get my finger into some more pies. The ball shot can continue, but I don't think it's going to fail completely. You can just like tick on in the background. Get my finger in more pies, and so this isn't making me any living at the moment. It's a joke, really, a bit of pocket money. And see how we go further down the line, guys. You know, happy days. I'll make the odd video. That's a nice ball. 2 nice E's there. There's another E. This one is 323 hertz. Stock number 0617. It's 901 grams. Beautifully clean. Gorgeous ball. Absolutely stunning. I'm worried about this battery, guys. We've only got a dozen balls, mind, to get through. Oh yeah. That's spot on, isn't it? Because I think the correct one is like 333 for these, and this is 323. So it's a bit flat, but it's still nice. Wow. Very nice. I have sold a few Nagas during the sale, and quite a few Manis went, you know, things like that. Some lovely visitors. They've been several times now, and the chap bought 2 Manis. Had an absolute bargain with them. Lovely people. Nice to see you, David. Okay, we've got a D4. It's a straight D4. These are usually either a D sharp. You don't often find a D4. Here we go, a D4 299 hertz, almost spot on, guys, and it's 0462. That's absolutely superb. This came in the batch that I had about 2 months ago. An amazing decoration on that. Absolutely love this ball. Yeah, I need to cleanse myself, I think. I'm looking forward to Saturday. It'd be lovely because my son's working with me. He's doing the Henny store. His first real stall on his own, you know. I spent a fortune on stuff to make his stall look really nice, and yeah, it'd be good. I think he'd do really well. So the Henny's £7. He's got a choice. He can either take £2 per jar as his payment, or he can work for £10 an hour. That's his choice, you know. It's a life's lesson. Personally, I would take the £10 an hour. This is superb, guys. One of the best Naga I've ever seen. D4, 299 hertz. Absolutely stunning. Okay, what have we got here? An F4. Unbelievably rare, guys. How often do you see an F4? Never. 346 hertz. 1019 grams. Stock number 0424. It's got an A sharp 5 harmonic somewhere, according to the bass. Wow. So my hearing aids a bit, guys. That's what it is, yeah. My hearing aids are a bit quiet. Yeah, so if I'm going to buy some new bowls though, guys. I'm during the sale. I sold a lot of new bowls, and they are the ones that actually sell. So I'll be buying some new bowls, some more therapy bowls in very soon. Probably in the new year. There's no point in buying any now because they won't arrive in time. What's next, guys? Another F4. This is superb as well. Absolutely enormous, extremely thick. 355 hertz, and it's 1154 grams. Stock number 0618. I think if I was going to buy some old bowls, I'd get some more Nagas in to try and make some sets. So I really need some A4s. Otherwise, a lot of these go to waste. And we've got another E4 here at 333 hertz. Woo! Spot on, guys. Just over a kilo. Stock number 0459. Beautiful, absolutely stunning. That's stock number 0459. Put that with the E's. Let's have a listen to him. We've got 4 E's, wow. Woo! Phenomenal, guys. Another E. So we've got 5 E's altogether. It's quite a small one. Well, not small. It's got lovely shape, beautiful shape. E4, 327 hertz, and it's stock number 0422. It's just under a kilo. There's a good weight to it, isn't it? Even though it's not a huge ball, it's thick, massively thick bass on this. Oh my goodness me. Absolutely amazing, guys. Love this. All of these bowls stand out for me. Just most of them are like D sharp and stuff like that. You very rarely get anything like this. What else have we got? Another E. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 E's, guys. So I've been saving these up for a bit. This one, E4, 320 hertz, so it's on the flat side again. You know, like a B sharp, sorry, C sharp, D sharp, D sharp. Whew. It's just over a kilo. Stock number 0431. Wow. There's an inscription on this. It's but it's not very old inscription. It's been done with a machine, like one of those pen things. It's nice, but you know, it's not super old. Yeah, in Hindi. Only a few more bowls left. So this one's from the last batch I had. It's C4 265 hertz. It's unusual because it's a C. A straight C. It's not C sharp or anything like that. And it's good. It's 265, guys. It's spot on. Stock number 0430. Great sustain. Very, very nice. Another one, we got a B3, which is super rare, guys. You're never going to find a B3 in Naga. Almost never come up. Excellent sustain again. It's got an F5 harmonic somewhere. B3, 251 Hz. It's stock number 0458. There you go, guys. Well, last bowl. What have we got? A C4. So it's a straight C4 again. It's not sharp or anything like that, and it's unusual in that it's gorgeous. It sounds amazing. It's a 270 Hz, stock number 0407. It's absolutely perfect, isn't it? Lovely. There you go, guys. That concludes the video. So I've been, the Dharma Lamas are back together doing, we got a gig, what was it, on the 9th next month. Sold out. It's a free gig. It's a farewell gig to this one venue we've been doing. So no one used to come, guys. So we used to have like 1 or 2 people if we were lucky. And so I thought, I'm just going to do a gig for free, you know. And yeah, it's sold out. It's all 10 tickets. There's only 10 spaces. Sold out. So I thought, I'm going to put another 5 on. You know, and cram them in, like, you know. And I don't give a shit if people come or not. Because it's just about me and Teresa having some fun playing together. If some people want to join us, then they can. Yeah, and those 5 tickets are sold as well. So you've got more than capacity, over capacity. So it's sold out. It just goes to show, guys, people are always looking for a freebie. And they weren't prepared to pay £10 to come and watch us, but they will come for nothing. They're welcome, because it's a lovely, lovely event, and they will discover how nice it is, you know. So I got my old male tempura out. Let me show you guys. So this is the male tempura. It's not the best quality instrument. I was going to strip it down actually and redo it. It's got cracks on the board. It's okay, you know. So I thought I'd dig it out and have a look. Let's see if it's in tune, guys. I was tuning this wrong as well. So you should have 2 second octave strings and 2 third octave strings. So these middle strings should be the same, right? The tuner doesn't look very happy. None of them are in tune. Way out of tune, guys. You know, just being in this room, in this weather. This one is tuned to G, C, okay. I've stopped tuning them to the sharps. I think it's better because it goes with your voice better, and if you're using a shooty box, it goes a lot better. It's primitive, guys, you know, tuning these things is bloody primitive. You've got fine tuners down the bottom here, see? And the buzzing noise is made by silk thread. Oh, there you go, that'll do. So, every time you pick these up, you've got to tune and faff about with the thread, okay? So to get the optimum sound from it, every time you play, you have to really go through the tuning. We've got to tune again in a minute. And these threads, these silk threads, get flattened by the strings being on them. So they're underneath the string on this bone bridge. So they vibrate, they kind of not resonate, they vibrate against the bridge because they've got silk thread underneath them. That gets flattened by the string over in a short space of time. Sometimes doing a gig, you got to faff about with them halfway through the gig, you know. So Indian instruments notorious for being pain in the arse, and they take forever to tune and set up and all that shit. Like one of the drums I got, the Packwaj, you put dough paste on it, and like, you know, and all the rest of it. It's ridiculous, but it's all part of the performance, and it's mindful. It's mindful. So you set up the instrument. It's an enjoyable experience for me. This one is really temperamental, but the female isn't. You know, this female will stay in tune. Let's have a listen to it, guys. Okay, it's not far off, you know. You should. So this video's gone into like tempura. I apologise, but never mind. So basically, you just play the same sequence all the way through the raga. I have had people say, "Oh, you shouldn't be playing this as an Indian instrument. You shouldn't touch that. It's culture. You're appropriating their culture." In actual fact, it's not an Indian instrument. It comes from the Middle East. I think it was from Syria, and my grandfather was Indian anyway, so I've got some heritage. I'm entitled, I think, to play instruments. I'll play whatever the hell I want. Someone telling me what I can and can't play, that to me is quite fascist, you know. Or you were the Nazi for saying that I can't do something that I love and I give other people pleasure doing. Yeah, this is nice, guys, you know. The strings, the jiva, they're called, the thread needs to be sorted because it's flat. Let's do it. The battery's about to run out. If it runs out, it runs out, guys. That's it, see? That's no good. You just have to move it across a little bit. Okay. To play, you don't pluck. You stroke, you press. You only use these two fingers. Beautiful. So I was going to get a veena, guys. It's one you play on your lap with another gourd instrument. Fantastic. So I might get one. I really fancy that. So this is the female. I usually play this female I love the female. You play it up on your knee like that, up on the lap, down on the floor. Play it how you feel, you know. So both played together are superb. So when I play with Teresa, she plays a male, and I play a female, usually. But I could be that, I'll bring my male as well, you know. There's also what's called a tampuri, and it's a mini one. I just get it before the battery dies, right? It's a bit dusty. So, you've got a tampuri, which is a travel version, okay? So if you're a travelling musician, you use a tampuri. It's probably not in tune, guys. This is a male tampuri. Obviously there's a male and a female again. And it's tuned to... it should be tuned the same as the male, but it's not at the moment. It's way out. One thing about tempura playing, you've got to keep your nails short and mine a bit long at the moment. Okay, it's 2 out of tune. So I've got all 3 types of tempura. There's different ones for different regions of India. But originally it was a Mesopotamian instrument, and you know, it goes way back, and it came with the Muslim horde who invaded India, and it stayed. There you go, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video, whenever that is. Who knows? If you want any of these bowls that I've shown you today, please let me know. Any questions, email me. My email should be at the bottom of the screen. If it's not, it'll be in the description. Bye for now.